knows where this road is supposed to lead. We got nothing but time. As long as you're right here next to me, everything's gonna be alright. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. So won't you ride with me, ride with me, see where this thing goes. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be.
Hello, my warriors. Welcome to Let's Talk About It Thursday. Okay. So my topic today is, why do some women not bathe after intercourse? They either go to sleep in it, they either just get up and go, or I guess they just think in their head, I can do it later. Okay. It has been times that I have worked in call centers, okay? So I've seen a lot of it. And what I'm thinking is, I'm going to say it like this. Some women think their ass don't stink, okay? So you can put an IT in the end and you'll get it, okay? But I was told a story, okay, of this guy. Okay, he gave the person a lift, and apparently the person smelled so bad. It smelled like, I guess I'm gonna use the phrase pussy. Okay, if everybody know what that is, pussy. Okay. And that is when you have the smell of the woman's climax and the guy's sperm mixed together. And apparently this guy said he had to literally scrub the seat when she got up because it smelled so awful. Now, I know there are times when some women's cycle comes on, and for some reason the smell is so awful to the point it's ridiculous. And honestly, I feel those particular women need to put stick-ups in. The tampons, the ones that go up. You know, like pull the monkey string. They need to do that, because sometimes it's just really awful. So I can understand sometimes that happen, and people may get those smells kind of crossed a little bit. But to me, they smell totally different. They smell totally different. A particular girl, I'm not going to say her name, but she was the sweetest thing in the world. And I remember my manager calling me into the office, and she was like, "TreZena, do you notice that," we'll name her Candace, "do you notice that Candace have a weird smell only certain times of the month?" And I said, "Yeah, I do notice that." And I said, "I think it may be her cycle." Because I knew at the time that unfortunately her husband, boyfriend, whatever he was locked up. So, unless she was doing her thing with somebody else, but she didn't seem to be that type of girl, because she had just had a baby. So her baby might have been like 6 months old or something. So I don't think that was the case. But there is a difference between the hygiene type of, whatever you want to call it, granny, or what, I don't know what people call it besides the word period or menstrual. There's a difference between that smell and the intercourse smell. See, what people don't understand is, you can smell your intercourse smell and it might not bother you. because it's you and your mate. But when other people smell your intercourse smell, it is awful. I mean, it's like you looking at the person like, did you take a bath? I mean, did you just leave? And a lot of times why this seems to happen is because it may be a possibility that the woman, okay, I'm going to use another example. This young lady at my job, right? We already know she was like nasty, okay? Nasty. And she'll sleep with anybody. And it was funny because her homegirl who worked with us kept going off on her, saying, oh, you didn't take no, I mean, I don't think she said you take, she said you wearing the same clothes you had on yesterday. And she just kept going off on her girl. So the girl say she took a bath. But apparently, if you are wearing clothes, right, and you put those clothes back on before you go take a bath, that smell drains, onto your panties or whatever. And that's why you should always keep you some, baby powder smell panty liners with you. And I don't know, it's the one that say care something. I can't remember. It's in the pink, green, and white little, box. Not really a box, like a plastic thing. And it is it's about 97 cents, I think, for 22 or 20. And trust me personally, I wear them 24/7. I've been wearing panty liners. Mm, um, I've been wearing panty liners since I was a teenager. When I think back that far, I was wearing panty liners. And it was because, I just felt comfortable with them. And it gave me a normal, panty, not what you call that, powder smell. So I wore panty liners for a long time. Okay. But back to the part about, the young lady. She apparently supposed to have took a bath. And a lot of times when girls take a bath and they at somebody else's place, they do fruit cocktail. I mean, they bathe their boobs, they bathe their vajayjay, and they bathe their behind. They take what they call a whole bath. And, sometimes that's not good enough. Get in the shower. Hopefully the shower has a little thing that's, the water come down in and you can unloose it from the wall and, like put that bad baby down there and let that water like hit it and kind of like help drain some of that stuff out of there. Because these girls, they are not using condoms. A lot of people are not using condoms these days. A lot of people are, but there's a lot that is not. They don't use them. So they got this draining all day. And then married couples, let's talk about mostly married couples. I mean, if you married with somebody or you done been with somebody for I think if you've been with a person over a year, a lot of times you're not going to use condoms. Because they looking at how much money, depending on how often they do it, they don't want to spend all that money on buying condoms. Yeah, there are a lot of places where you can get it for free. But a lot of people just don't because, most people are in a committed relationship. But my thing is, you need to take a bath. Period, point blank. Then there's times when you got, I'm sorry, I keep leaving that area. But apparently the girl came to work in the same clothes she had on the day before. And they do have a smell to them because she had sex with a man. And, put the same clothes back on. And I think a lot of times how that happens when you put the clothes back on, You got two people like each other at work. One person may live real close, with it take probably about maybe 5 minutes to get there, and then 5 minutes to get back. So they do their 30-minute bip bap, thank you ma'am, do their hour lunch. They don't have time to take no shower because they're trying to get back to work. Or they're sitting in a car and, come on, don't look at me crazy, because I know people know how to cover it up where people can't tell you back there doing what you're doing. Are you parked in a little area, especially at night? That's when they can do it the most, because they're parked in some little crazy area where nobody can really see you. Or they got that tinted windows in there, and then they put that little thing that's in the front of the car to keep the sun out. They put that sunshade up there at night, and they back there bit bap thank you ma'am in. Or the young lady is not at work, or no, the man is not at work. Let's go back. The man is not at work, and he comes to see the young lady at work, and they do a bit about thank you ma'am in the car, so that she don't have time to go wash it off. You could have some baby wipes, some of anything. Clean that monkey up, because don't nobody want to smell that when they sit next to you and you got to go 4 more hours with somebody, and all they can smell is your behind. It's not cool at all. It's not cool. You can't spray perfume down there, because if you do, you probably gonna end up with an yeast infection. And honey, because then they think you got crabs or something, because you're down there scratching like you done lost your mind, because that's how bad that thing itch. Okay? So my biggest thing is, guys, for those women who don't take a bath after intercourse, or they trying to get a quickie at work, or doing a lunch break at work, or the guy coming to see you at work, find a way to wash your behind before you go back in that building, because don't nobody want to smell you. You don't understand. People are smelling you. They're talking about you. You're making yourself look bad. Period. Find a way to clean that. Honestly, I'm not a person that like to dish. I mean, I've been stopped years ago. I mean, it has to be a serious situation now, and I don't have those situations. That's why I don't have that problem. Because I know when I finish doing whatever I'm doing, I'm going to take me a shower before I leave the building. Or, my house, what I'm saying. But people, find a way to do better. Because it's crazy when you standing in line and you smell something and you look back at the person, you're like, I know she did not do that and come here. But a lot of people are, because a lot of people are nasty. They are really nasty. Don't let people look at you and persuade you to be a nasty person, because that's not cool. It's not. Everybody that I know, you can be the most beautifulest thing in the inside, but because of your ways, it make you look like you're the nastiest thing on the outside. And that's not cool. We're all God's children, and He made us the way He made us. Yes, we shouldn't be doing them. But then a lot of us is married, so, we can do that. But you still got to take better care of yourself. You really do. Yes, guys, I have not combed this hair. I just pat it down. I am not going nowhere. It's crazy weather. We're going through this whatever it is, thunderstorm, whatever, but it was a mess. It was so much rain, and today is my day where I have to wait for my delivery, and let me tell you, what? Ooh. I was trying so hard, because I have to wake up at 7:59 and stay up. I had already woke up at 4:30, got my boo situated so he can be out to work, and then go back to sleep, and then wake up at 7:59 and wait for that delivery, and it's pouring down raining, and I'm sleepy, and I dozed off between 7 something and 8 something, and oh my God, I freaked out. I didn't wake up till 9. So I think I dozed off at 8 something, and I woke up at 9:13. I was like, oh my God, please tell me he didn't come. Because he was scheduled to come from 7:59 to 10:15. And I be dang, I was so worried because it got to be 10. I said, oh man, I missed him. Then there it is. I see the truck. I said, oh my God, thank you. I said, because I would have been in so much trouble because I have to get those things. But I know I kind of like stirred away from our little talk about what some girls do. But anyway, I want to say thanks for watching. Just want to give you a little, a little peace of mind to think about, if you are a person who just jump up and go, you may not notice the smell, but other people do. And you could be the sweetest, intelligentest person in the world, but it will make you look as if you're the nastiest person out there because of the smell. So remember, once you have that special moment with that loved one, if you want to lay back down and go to sleep, that's fine. But when it's time to get up for work the next morning, please go and take a shower. Clean that thing real good, because people may take whole baths and they didn't clean it good. So you take that little thing that's in the shower, if you got one, you can pull it down and bathe your whole body. Put that thing down there and let it kind of rinse that stuff out of there somewhat. It's not like taking a dish, but it will clean that area. And wash it gently and make sure it is clean. Make sure you're using the right soaps too, because sometimes you can use a soap that is too much for your body, and the next thing you know, it kind of makes it even worse. But anyway, it's our little girl talk, our little girl time. It's girl time, sister. Just trying to make sure you straight. Because if I smell my friend, I'm going to tell them, you know what, girl, I don't know what you did last night or this morning, but girl, I smell a little bit of stinkiness, okay? And let her know. And then if push something to shove, if I got baby powder in my purse or I got a panty line, I'm going to say, hey, you're not supposed to cover up funk, but, sprinkle a little bit of this baby powder on that pad, and it should hold you out until you can get home. I'm going to have their back and let them know, because I wouldn't want nobody to embarrass them, or I wouldn't want someone who is a wonderful person. It could have been the point they didn't have time, they overslept, they didn't have time to take a shower, so they had to get up and go, or the man wanted it early in the morning, and then what it was is she only had time to get that booty call, but then she didn't have time to clean it up. So that's the hard part. So you got to find time. If it ain't enough time to take that shower, then you tell them, hey, no booty call today. You can get that when you get home this evening. So that to give you something to think about while you're working. So once again, ladies, I want to say thanks for watching. If you are not, first of all, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to Mz.TreZena's channel, The Warriors, what you waiting on? Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Then hit that notification button to be notified of all videos, along with share this video. Let everybody know what your girl is talking about. And until I see you next week to the Let's Talk About It Thursday.
So come on, ride.